interesting. I just clicked on some thing in the live stream. Basically, I was trying out some new feature. It says like go live with me. Sent out the link. Don't know if it works. Basic roll call. Whoever gets it and shows up for formation. Then we'll see who decides to fall in and show up for roll call. Hey, what's up, Scar? What's up, Paola? I sent out a text or a IG DM to some of the streamers. Let's see who takes me up on it. I'm just trying to test out this live together feature while I'm getting some steps in. I haven't been out here in a while. Haven't really taken care of myself, so I decided let's test the connection out here as well as let's go for a stroll because I am definitely out of uh, out of it for a while. So I'm already walking half a mile before I decided to turn on the live stream, and I figure I need to walk, let the muscles get sore. So I don't know how far I'll walk, maybe a couple of miles. In the middle somewhere of this trail, there's like a restroom and a bike rental thing. Maybe I'll rent a bike and then drive that for a couple of miles, and then walk back to the car, and then call it a day after that. But I know the muscles, they've been sleeping for a while, my joints and all of that stuff. So I need to work them out, get a good stretch, allow a couple of days before I jump out here again. Hopefully by next week, maybe I'll take a stroll, a slight jog or something. Maybe I'll work up. Who knows? Maybe I'll get back into running. I don't know. We'll see as we go. But one small step in the right direction, we can accomplish small goals, and then we can go from there. We can always adjust, adapt, redirect. All the stuff that we need to do. We can always take those small changes. So Brendan, thanks for joining me, guys. So far, it looks like maybe because I already started the live and I already started without the guest. So I sent out a text. Whoa. And I was trying that new feature where it says go live with me. And then maybe because I already started the live, I didn't allow them the time. So yeah. So right now we're at about, see, half a mile. So just give me some comments. Basic stuff that I'm looking for is how's the connection out here on this small little trail, because definitely it's out in the woods, so we might be getting some spotty areas on the connection. So let me show you now that people already kind of walked past. We can hear the birds out here on both sides of the trail. We got, pretty much no trespassing, kind of off limits kind of a thing. Small trail, enough for me to walk on this side, somebody else to ride a bike or walk on the other side, and then kind of pretty much goes in both directions. But it's nice kind of you hear the nature up here about a mile. There'll be a bridge, so that'll be a nice place to look off into the yonder and get a good view. But now back to my ugly mug, and I can keep it facing the other direction because you probably want to see the trail and not, focus on me talking. Yeah, I guess for hours. But one thing I did notice this morning that kind of made me want to uh, go ahead and do a live stream while I'm walking is kind of gets me to put my feet to the fire. Kind of helps me uh, get motivated to actually do some stuff. And I was walking and I was saying, good afternoon to the people that were walking by. And then I realized, you know what? After, 10 people, everyone is in their own little world. Everyone has their music on. Everyone's like, doing their own thing. Maybe they're just deep in their thoughts, you know, and that's fine. Whether they heard me or they didn't hear me, I'm not gonna uh, take it, anything personal. So I was like, you know what? Without further ado, I'm gonna get on with my plan, and that was to get out here and walk. Let's walk. Let's stretch a little bit. Let's get those muscles working that hasn't, been doing for a while. And I'm trying to build up to, maybe losing about, 35 pounds, and then also get back into running. Uh, and if this is one small step in the right direction to attain those milestones, then by golly, sure thing, I'm gonna do it. So I got, like I said in previous lives, man, I got so many tasks. I need an organizer. I need somebody to actually knock out some tasks, maybe with me, and then I feel like uh, I'm doing it with someone, so we can actually accomplish some stuff. Of course, when I say we, I'm kind of relying on the person, but I can hire out some of these contractors. There's, of course, you got to pay for their time. They have the skill or whatever. I have a lot of knowledge, but I used to be able to do stuff my own, you know, toilet, plumbing, sinks, whatever. And now it just seems like it's either that burnt out attitude, you know, the other videos I post where I say, I don't give a, you know, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. But I don't care. All of those words, they're all negative. It gets into your mind. It puts us in a place where, you know what? The only way uh, that we're ever going to make a change and, start a new chapter in our life, you know, it's how they say, turn a new leaf, uh, is by doing it ourselves. I know it's hard. Sometimes you just get so caught up in the overwhelmed, feeling of, freak it, I'm not gonna do it. But uh, ultimately, it's up to us. So, and that's one good thing about this is I'm the I'm the one who has to, push the button for life. I'm the one who has to decide, hey, what am I gonna do? And like I said, small steps, right direction. Just keep on going, and guess what? All those small steps actually amount to something instead of just sitting in one place like I have been doing for a long time. Just been letting time pass us by. So time is inevitable. It's gonna pass us by. I don't mind. I do not mind getting old, but I've always wanted to, learn things. I always wanted to do things. So for me, the hardest thing for me to chew was, man, how did I get here? How did I become uh, like, okay, what do they call that? Content, complacent. How do I become so comfortable in my own skin that I don't strive, I don't have that determination, I don't have that motivation, I don't have that determination, I don't have that fire to uh, to make something, to challenge myself to do more, because we can always uh, do more, even if it's, you know, for me, anything. And I was like, you know what? Even if I have to go to Walmart, the Hobby Lobby, craft store, whatever, and if I gotta just buy things and piece them together, paint, draw. I don't know how to do all that stuff. I'm not a very creative person. I don't have a creative bone. I definitely am tone deaf. I do not have a sense of musical inclination. So what they say, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. Well, guess what? This old dog, I'm definitely willing to learn, and I'm gonna try to not. I'm gonna try. I'm going to. I will. Those are the words that are going to start being in my vocabulary. No more I don't, I can't. It's going to be no more I could have, I should have, I would have. And I've always preached that. But when you preach something and you tell people, don't live uh, too much in the past, let the past kind of like think about it. You're in a car, you're looking through the rear view mirror. Everything in the mirror is behind you. And that's where it's supposed to be. Leave it in the past. You get caught up too much in the past, and you're not going to see what's in front of you. And I got I got two vehicles that are crashed because I rear-ended the person in front of me because they slam on the brakes or whatever the situation be. So now I got to fix those things, and those are just two more things on my task or to-do list. So, uh, yep. So let's get back to that thought. The thought was leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Use that rear view mirror to reflect, meaning to look back, just a glimpse. That's what it is. It's a mirror. You can look back at it, but you need to look through the windshield, or you need to look forward and keep your steps going forward. If I have to take two steps back before I take, one forward, or if I got to take those small steps forward, well, I said those amount, and they will continue pushing us forward. So I guess really, thanks for the then I definitely have to equipment, a second device. I don't know what they use, GoPros or whatever, but I'd like to get in all my setup. I asked for a list of necessary things because they're already tried and true, meaning they already tested, and they've already kind of paved their way of going through this product, and then it breaks easy, this product, but it slips, or it doesn't show the view that they want, the lighting or whatever. I know everyone's content needs different equipment, but I just need a baseline so I don't have to make all the same mistakes. And that right there is one big thing in life. Why does everyone have to make the same mistakes when we can have a couple of people? Let's just grab, three people, whether it's in your home life, your workplace, your friendship, your entrepreneurship business, whatever. surround yourself by the people that are doing something similar. If you're interested in exercise, then surround yourself by people that are interested in that too, because I'm sure they've tried vitamins, they tried uh, all of the other stuff, like supplements and all the stuff that just, wastes time, yo-yo diet, and, all of that stuff, counting calories and, calories in and calories out. I mean, there's so much. Good afternoon. Yet another and another one. We should keep tally on the times that I say good afternoon. So far, we're at about 10. When we say good afternoon and nobody responds, it's like I'm invisible and I'm walking out here. So I'm glad we got a couple of viewers, and we're currently at 85 subscribers. And first milestone, we hit it. I think it was 50, and we were able to go live. So now we double that, and we're looking at hitting that 100 milestone. So that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Definitely mark my words. I would like to thank all the people, and good afternoon. Another one. So I'd like to find some way to, my appreciation to whatever viewers, community, chat, cast, fam. I mean, all of the stuff. Um, I want to start small, and we can work up to something. Of course, I can't keep doubling in it. I can't, you know, I can't promise like a whole city or, whatever. Uh, but we can someday work up to maybe I grab a thing, I review it at the store, and then right after we review it, we pick a subscriber as long as they are subscribed, and I can visibly see, or they have to DM me, and then I can just, put it in the mail and send it on out. Just something like that. Eventually, we'll get some coupon, not coupons. I'm gonna send you coupons in the mail. That would be so funny. You get plenty of junk mail already in the mail, so definitely we'll look at sending some gift cards or something like that. But all right, hey, what's up? I think thanks for joining us. Hey, Kev, I sent out that the DM. I think I started the live because I didn't get any response because I started the live. It didn't give anyone else the option for the joining as a guest live. Basically, we're just gonna chit chat anyway while we're walking. You guys be doing most of the chit chat. I don't have the text to speech. I wish I did, because while I'm walking, I can stay engaged with the chat. Um, just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. All right, we're gonna turn around. Uh, Actually, no, I gotta make it to the middle. Okay, I'm gonna turn around because I had the camera facing the wrong way. Good afternoon. Another one. All right. So here we go. Now I can turn the camera around. Nobody's behind me. Here we go. Here we are. Nice little trail. It peaks off into the abyss of trees and a dried up creek. Yeah, definitely would be cool. I'm not cool, but Uh, what if I dropped my phone and you guys would see the whole way down? This is definitely something similar that I saw. I didn't try to jump into the trees, but when I was doing airborne and we're jumping out of perfectly good helicopters and perfectly good airplanes and whatever we can jump out of, uh, we definitely saw a glimpse of this coming down, and we're like, man, I do not want to land in those trees. So we have the other side over here. Of course, when you're jumping on a, a landing zone, when you're jumping on the flight line where the airplanes or helicopters land, it's hard. But when you're jumping through brush like this, or snow, or jumping in the water, you definitely have some cushion for your fall. So, yep, yep. I always try to keep those intrusive thoughts out, you know. And I've always, like I said, always stayed positive. And even with me staying positive, everyone knows that life takes turns, and some things we have no control over. But I definitely have control over taking this walk and getting some small steps in onto bigger milestones. All right, so now we're gonna turn the camera back to my ugly mug, and we'll turn around so we can make it towards the middle. All right. I know that was a little late, but another one. Afternoon. That was a little similar, I guess, similar to my heritage. She was older, and she was out here walking, and her little, she was like, nah, so I was like, nah. When I said good afternoon, she was like, meh. I mean, that was her way of saying hi. So we can't count that one because she actually acknowledged and she said something. Even if they said, you know, F you or whatever, hey, we got a response. But so far, I think we're at 14, and 14 people. I'm invisible. The other little old lady, she was like, nah. So we'll count that one as our small achievement. Uh, I should have, when she passed, I should have shown, but I didn't. It's kind of okay. Oh, okay. Let's go on to the next one. Here we go. Upcoming bicyclist, and have some trail afternoon. Afternoon. So one was a head nod. We're gonna count that as a acknowledgement that I exist. Of course I exist. I'm not having intrusive thoughts. I'm just trying to be a little no filter. Just think or say whatever. All right. and then the other gentleman right after, because they were back to back. The other one was a big negative. Head nod that goes up, and then you got that head nod that goes down. I mean, I don't know, if you guys know the difference, but up to them. Maybe they just think that I'm stuck up. Maybe they think that I'm not approachable. Maybe they think that I'm too, straightforward. It's because, okay, here's my excuse. It's because I have experience in the things that I've lived. And of course, they have different experiences. I'm not above anybody. I like to be equal any place in the family, the workplace, anything, friendships, whatever. I'm not the one to say that I am the one all, be all, that I know everything. I am not a real open book, but um, slow to warm up. I'll give you the shirt off of my back. Uh, I don't have a lot of connections. I've made connections, but I guess because I'm so okay with being a, uh, alone, kind of a hobbit, kind of staying in one place, not really doing much. Maybe that mentality is why I don't get out there. I don't get seen or known or whatever. I just kind of bottle everything up, and now that is the direct reflection of now the chapter in my life where I need to break this for myself and my kids and for everything so that I can be more engaged day to day instead of letting time pass me by. I need to be more in the moment. It's okay to take this time here, walk, enjoy just the outdoors, smell in the fresh air, see, uh, get some of the vitamins from the sun. I mean, drink water. This morning, yeah, definitely wasn't hydrated. And I don't drink, I don't smoke, but if you don't drink water, you're still going to get dehydrated and you're going to be pissing like yellow Gatorade, like dark or even like a light brown tea, and that's unhealthy. So today, too much information. TMI, sorry. Uh, but basically, I looked like uh, the yellow jacket and the yellow pants that you know, one of our favorite uh, streamers, wears. And I don't know what's the proper um, respect for online. So since I didn't know, I'm just gonna say it. Kevin Yellow. You know, I basically had that color of liquid coming out. So TMI, too much information. Sorry. But now we got to drink some more stuff, even though I added half Gatorade and half water. I'm still getting my fluids, and you're looking at it like you didn't even drink none, bro. You're dehydrated and you didn't even drink none. So basically, I already drank some when I was in the vehicle, and then I re-poured uh, the uh, the Gatorade into the bottle. Okay, all right, break time. All right, we did drink some. On to the journey, on to the adventure. How's the connection? I see that everything was paused for a while. We're at 32 minutes, and I like to keep these things short and sweet so that people can rewatch them and actually get the message. So we are ready. Afternoon. Another one. All right. So 32 minutes. Like I said, I don't know, or maybe I can just clip it or cut it later because that's the majority of the talking and the message. Nothing else really comes up to mind. And I know that I got my new kicks on, so I wanted to break these in. So got the new kicks, and even though I haven't worked out in a while, I'm flexing my flex. So, but I think that's just uh, natural because I'm carrying all this extra that I've gained for the past couple of years. Every year, I might have a burst of energy, and I try to get out here and run and jog or walk. But I need to keep up that stuff. So here's my plan. My plan forward is I'm definitely gonna have more water intake. I'm not gonna worry about counting calories, but I'm gonna do something like portion. I've kind of always, felt better when I was 80% full rather than be 120% full because you feel stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving and you just feel sluggish, lethargic, fatigue. And definitely, I'm trying to cut out the sugars because ultimately that's probably gonna increase other things. I mean, there's a whole thing I've been watching. Um, Good channel, O uh, D DOAC. Yeah, Diary of a CEO, and he has a lot of smart people in their field. He brings them on to his interviews, podcasts, and he has the longer that we stay, what's it called? Uh, Sit and prolonged periods of time, do stuff. The longer that I've been that way. Let's talk about me, not everyone else. But the longer that I've been that way, I felt decrease in energy, um, lack of motivation, fatigue, um, waking. We're going to shock our body. We're going to try to get our body in a sense of survival mode where if I do intermittent fasting, if I do small portions, and it's not just about the portions, it's about what I consume. So, water, greens, more healthier options, cut out the sugar, lessen. I'm not going to cut it out completely, lessen. But because if I cut it out, then I can't have, the fruits and the natural sugars. Um, Too much sugar develops the negative bacteria in our gut, and if we have too much bad bacteria, it tells our brain and our body that we're craving sugar, and we're going to just crave it, and we're going to continue to want it. But I'm going to shock my body. I'm going to do fluids. I'm going to intermittent fasting. I'm going to start eating healthier, but most importantly, I need motion, activity. I need to move, and that's the main thing that's going to make or break me as far as trying to stay on a path of being motivated to get things done. Afternoon, another one. Afternoon, another one. We should have called this stream another one. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take a moment here and let the individual behind me pass me up. I'm gonna go over here and take a yonder or a glance. If some of this was cut down or something, then you'd have more to look at. But oh my gosh! So now we're sitting on the little swing set here, looking out into the trees, and then I look over to my right and I see an old message that somebody stuck here a long, long, long time ago. It's already got uh, you know marks on it, and after these people pass, then we'll go ahead and look back and we'll read the message here. All right, we're at 39 minutes. All right, people passed here. We'll take a look here. We have you are a beautiful human being created in God's image. So it's interesting, and the individual who put that there, that's some positive words, definitely. No intrusive thoughts there. And even if you did come up with some negative message in the comments or negative message from, someone, you know, um, even if I know the ones that come from friends or the ones that come from family, those hurt the most. But you know what, you gotta still find a way to look past that because ultimately, in this world, it's good to have people. Uh, in the end, you might have some people show up, and then you're just 6 feet deep. Um, so let's go ahead and make this a thing. I'd rather not be at one location. where people have or feel obligated or feel like they have to upkeep the area or the the plot. They got to pay for it, and then it's, I don't know, just a personal thing. So I'd rather be forget it. We're not even going to discuss it because I'm not there. I plan on living to be 120 if I can, do it with times changing and technology and healthcare and everything getting better. Then people are going to start living longer, and uh, yeah. All right. Enough for the small break. Let's read some of the chats here. Alexa, play the one by DJ. Connection, got it. I'm solo. Even if you restart, we'll tune in yet. Where are we walking today? I'm just walking on the trail, and your screen is very small. Yeah, I. That's an interesting word. Small. One YouTuber always uses that word. So, all right. I think we're caught up here. Oh, there's some on the bottom here. All right. I'm still. I'm gonna bike ride. I haven't got to the middle yet, so I better pick up my step, get some more uh, pep in my step. So we are glitching a little bit. I love the color yellow, so I dehydrate myself on purpose. That's so interesting. I definitely think we should make a trip out to LA and actually meet people because no matter what, all right, back to walking. No matter what, in the middle of a thought there, go out and meet people because no matter what, that I believe it's something that's said, all time and time again. Human needs or not social, human connection or whatever. Even if you text somebody every day and just say good morning, I guess that's a little bit of connection, whatever. All right, back to work. Afternoon, another one. I saw the next person running was definitely with earphones, headphones. So I just gave him the nod. He looked at me, but no acknowledgement. So I think we're at 20. Let's count it. All right. Okay. And during the storms, we have not that. This is something that was developed as a teaching zone. I guess the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, they probably come here and walk the trail a little bit to this part, and then they sit around and they do their little training, not tying or stick making, walking sticks. Maybe I don't know if they probably develop some type of a shelter, but this right here is pretty much as tall as I, and it has fell down. Big tree. So even the biggest of us will fall. The Roman Empire, many, many things. Kidoki. So How's the connection here? It says meet Kevin and kiss him on the cheek in my honor. That would be so funny if I just meet him and kiss him, and catch that on live. He would have the most awkward look on his face. I don't think he would know what to do. But since he's over 18, I guess I couldn't get in trouble for it. But it'd be better if you uh, also came out there. Then you wouldn't have to do it, or I wouldn't have to do it in your honor because you would be there. Let's get some acknowledgement here. Good afternoon, everyone. I guess Paula, thank you. Everyone else is sitting amongst us quietly. It'd be nice to know who's helping me build the motivation to keep going to the next milestone and the next steps. I don't know. That's why maybe you would just have to give him a hug, and as the hug went in, there was like that. All right, we made it to the middle, and it's opening up a little bit into some table. It's a little picnic area. I mean, this is not a big park. We have down here. We have like uh, it looks like a whole parking lot, down there where people can park. But up here, there's the restroom. So we're gonna go check out. Let's see. All right, you got the restroom. Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're closed. And the bikes were on the other side of the park. Oh my gosh, they got rid of it. Man, no bike ride today. Sorry. Uh, so the bike ride was right here. All the bikes. I guess this was the power for the bike rack. It was all connected. Maybe because of the internet was not good here, but everything was connected. I mean, you can see the racks were already removed. Man, so everything was connected, and now they turned it into a bike fixing area. Well, if we have no bike, you know, I mean, oh, okay, personal bike. So if we bring our personal bike out here and we needed, tools to change a tire or something, then we can hang our bike up here and fix the bike. So, uh, terrible. All right, well, another look see, another look see at the new the new kits, and guess what? They are called slip-ins, brand new. You know, I like the slip-ins because guess what? You can literally just slip here and start running, and I'll change it to running shoes. And on the running shoes, of course, I like to tie them up tighter so that I can actually run. And they won't be slipping off and on, slipping off and on every single time. So, oh my goodness. All right. Well, that kind of threw a wrench in stuff. No more bikes. And here we're gonna sit here and oh, what's up? What's up? We got a check in from Zappo. Hey, what's up? The wind is interfering with the audio. Okay. And then Zappo says hi to Paula. Awesome. So so we got 2 checked in. Any other uh, people out here looking? It'd be nice to know who's helping with just building the motivation, determination to keep on going. And then we might try, a little stroll. I don't think these shoes, because they slip on and slip off, I don't think these are going to be good. But we got our water. I'm going to take a drink, not too much, because if I start jogging or something, my legs are definitely warmed up. I think maybe I could jog at least a quarter mile, which is probably a couple of minutes. And you're going to have a lot of bouncing. It's not going to be very clear or visible, but all right, let's see if I could do it 2 to 5 minutes. All right, you're going to have battery. Oh, definitely feel it in my legs because I haven't stretched and haven't been out here in a while. And most of the people that are walking back are pretty much the same people that walked out and then they walk back. I parked at the other side, so once I get back, then I don't have to worry about turning around. But my shins, the bones across the front of my legs, underneath my knees, down to my ankles, my shins are definitely telling me what the heck. I haven't done this in a while. So let's try to make it all the way back to the bridge at least. That'll be a nice run. And if I'm able to get this jog in or run, then that might be a week ahead of schedule, even though I might have to take a week to recover from this run because my legs are going to be sore. And usually I put on an app that tracks the distance and the time. But that right there was, let me turn around. All right, let me turn around. Let me show you. This right here basically shows that it's 0.25. So from the start to 0.25. So I guess the bridge was maybe a mile out. You guys are probably just hearing me breathe hard. Sorry. Sorry about that. Maybe I could just mute. When I breathe, I like to breathe in some type of cadence. Like, whatever's in, also out. So you take 2 small breaths in, take 2 small breaths out. Maybe I should make this a mini challenge to all of us, to all the people. But they've already been doing other exercise streams. I definitely couldn't do that many push-ups as Moonfig right now. She's knocking those out. But I got a lot of videos that I take and I don't do anything with. So it takes me forever to select. Most of the videos, I don't have a tripod, so I'm trying to hold, make the video, and then try to piece it all together. So one thing about this is being on the live, this forces the content to be out there instead of the optional whether I post it or not. Now whether this stays private or public, I can always delete it. Most cyclists, when they come up on a person, they'll let them know that they're on the left. So if you're ever walking on a trail and you hear somebody say, on your left, that means don't move, keep walking straight, because they'll be on your left. All right, we're almost there. Okay, we'll take a little break right here, and we're gonna walk it out, walk it out. All right. Still got 2 viewers going strong. So when you're actually exercising and you don't want to catch a cramp in your or a side stitch in your gut or your stomach. Just make sure that you don't consume a lot in the middle of exercising. You can quench your thirst, but only a little bit. And then you can get a little bit of moisture, spit the rest out. All right, so let's turn you back around so we can see this trail. It goes from all the way over there. It goes all the way to this way. After these people move, then I'll show the rest of the trail. So we have the rest of the trail here. And back in the day, I would try to run from this side all the way to the other side. And I try to get like 20 seconds. And I mean, I'm booking. I'm running fast. So without me running, plus I'm tired right now, I bet you maybe 45 seconds if I just take it nice and slow from one side to the other side. I can't remember. I think I started at the actual bridge, not way over here. So we're gonna turn this around and get a nice view. Let's see if I can still if I still got a good stretch. Almost as tall as my shoulder. So let's see if I can put this up here. And we're going to. I used to be able to kick above my head, but now I'm just gonna put my foot here and try to touch my toe. See if I lost my flexibility. So let me get the water real quick. Now's the connection for those of you that are still chimed in. All right, yeah, it is a clean park. All right, I know, I feel bad too, but guess what? She's definitely improved each time, and she's doing it. And I want to be like this inchworm right here. This inchworm, even though this pole is tall as this, he inched forward step by step, and he was able to make it to the top. And then with a little bit of push now and then. Oh, he's not feeling the vibration. I don't even know if that's an inchworm. Freaking, it was moving. It was moving earlier. Well, anyways, like this little guy, long travels, but he's still making it with all the obstacles. He just goes right over. And then this guy, I don't know, a little, a little push help. Every once in a while, we all need a little push, right? Oh, he is not there anymore. Okay, so now we have a clear path. All right, we're gonna walk back up to the. We're gonna walk back up to this side here. All right, and we'll take it in steps here. So You're gonna watch the time, and I'm watching it too. We're at 65 minutes, 35 seconds. We're gonna start here, and we're gonna go all the way down to the other side, and we're gonna go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. All right. Take it. Go. Faster. All right. Look at it. Oh, shoot. That was about 20 seconds. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I thought I'd be a lot slower after taking such a long break and gaining 35 pounds. But I guess the determination, that motivation, that fire burning, trying to do better, and I guess it didn't fail me. So I'm trying to think, man, when I was in my prime, was maybe I was down to 15 seconds. Holy crap! Hey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, Blake. I don't know if you saw the DM. I sent out a DM on Instagram for anyone to join me on this live and see if we could do like a 5 to 10 minute stream together. But then nobody showed up. It's fine. I started the live because I was going to do it anyways. I was just trying to try some of those new features out. And sure enough, I did it. Small steps and turned into bigger accomplishment. All those small steps added up to 65 minutes later. I finally ran and still able to reach a previous milestone that I remembered was running across this whole beautiful bridge that I showed at the beginning of the stream. So we're only going to do it 2 times. We're not going to try to do it uh, good, better, best, because basically that right there was, I think, my best because I gave it my all. I pretty much sprinted that whole thing. So I think we'll just do good, better, or we skipped good. Well, let's say the good was uh, the walking, and then the better was when I started jogging for that whole uh, mile or whatever it was. And then when I got to the bridge, I said, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep pushing it, and I'm going to run as fast as I can across this bridge. And now here it is right here. It's ahead of me. And I'm literally going to attempt this one more time. And that first one could have been 25 seconds. By the time I looked down at the clock, the phone was still shaking. I wasn't able to catch my breath enough to where I can actually see the clock uh, uh, going away. So, all right, if you're still here, if you're with me on this journey, we're gonna sprint across the bridge one more time, and we're gonna see if we got this. All right, here we go. We're approaching, and I'm gonna walk all the way to the edge, or not the edge, the start of it. The start of it all. Uh, it'd be awesome if we were doing a live duo, and Blake was my music while I was tackling this running, jogging, sprinting exercise. Small steps lead to milestones. So here we go. Another one here, and we're gonna wait 14 more seconds. 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. My head almost fell off. Come on, come on. All right, slow down. Woo! All right, I think that was 20 seconds. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. My hat fell off. Now I'm all sweaty. And make sure after you do strenuous stuff, you don't just stop. You walk it out. You have to keep your head above your heart. And people are like, what do you mean? Your head is already always above your heart. Well, what if I stopped right now? And what if I wanted to stretch and I decided to touch my toes and now I'm putting my head below my heart. So therefore you would pass out or you'd be very dizzy. All right. So, well, cool. 14 seconds. So whether I took a long break from working out, I guess once I had that 1 hour warm up with walking, and then I started jogging. Finally, after we got to 65 minutes in the stream, we did that first one, 20, 25 seconds. And then this one, even though my hat was falling off, I caught it, and then we were able to still get around 20 seconds. So I'd say small steps, milestones accomplished, and now we're gonna do a stretch. All right, prop you up here. All right, so same thing before. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you drink that water. And then I don't think we're gonna. All right, let's see if I still got the stretch because I lost my flexibility as well. All right, so this right here is about the same size as my shoulder, or maybe almost a foot off. Yeah, make sure you stretch, get a good stretch. Okay. Crap. Got a cramp. Muscle cramp. Shoot. Definitely should have stretched out a little bit more than that. Oh, crap. All right. Let's see if I could do the same thing on the left side. All right. Here we go. Oh, shit. All right. All right, stretching, and I don't know if I'm gonna walk or jog back, but thanks again for joining me. Every time uh, I do these things, it forces me to actually do something. And if you watch the previous part of the stream, you'll understand what I mean. Uh, we all have those times, and keep your head up. Remember, always keep the sunny side up, and peace. Blake with the outro song. I don't have all of that. Peace. Thanks again.